published 5:29 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 12th of May 2018, updated 6:36 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 12th of May 2018. Goals atone for almost every sin in football. Make no mistake, Sergio Aguero would have to score a fair few for Atletico Madrid supporters to completely forgive him for the way he left them in 2011. Atletico have put Aguero on a short list of targets this summer to replace Antoine Griezmann, who looks set to leave for Barcelona. But a quick look back at the atmosphere at the club in the pre-season of 2011 is enough to remind us of just how much they took offense at his departure 7 years ago. Sergio Aguero was an Atletico Madrid hero, but an acrimonious departure tarnished his legacy. Joined 2006 Independiente, £17.6 million, apps 234 goals, 101 best season, 2007-08 27 goals, honours, Europa League 2010, UEFA Super Cup 2010, left 2011, Man City, £38 million. It was during a Europa League game against the Norwegian side Strømsgodset set when things turned ugly. Songs about him dying were sung. The whole stadium, not just a small section of supporters, called him a pesitero money grabber. Banners were held up and one of his shirts was burned. He had scored 101 goals for them in 234 games. Anyone would have thought he was joining Real Madrid, but in many ways that was his crime. He had wanted to. They are tough supporters and they don't forget. They whistled at Griezmann earlier in the season when it became clear he was angling for a way out of the club. Griezmann has probably now made his peace with those supporters, and that will certainly be the case if he goes on to deliver a Europa League title. As Atletico's president Enrique Cerezo said recently, almost all the players who have left the club have done so on good terms except Aguero, who never even said goodbye. Aguero arrived at the Vicente Calderón in 2006 for a club record deal from Independiente. The striker led the line with aplomb and fired Atletico Madrid back into the Champions League. Aguero decided against giving the traditional farewell press conference. He would have left for Real Madrid had he got his way. Some within the Spanish media still claimed that his move fell through because he would not switch agents to join José Mourinho's representative Jorge Mendes. Mourinho was Real coach at the time and had never been entirely convinced by Gonzalo Higuaín. He also had major reservations about Karim Benzema and wanted the hotshot 23-year-old. Real Madrid president Florentino Perez was ready to break a pact with city rivals Atletico to not sign the players. Such was his desire to land the Argentine forward who believed Real were set to move for him. The player boldly announced he was leaving Atletico and it was an open secret that Real was his destination, but the move never transpired and Aguero was left astir until finally landing at Manchester City. Aguero reached his peak in 2008 but began to lose faith after flirting with Real Madrid. Aguero is seen at the Bridgewater Hospital in Manchester ahead of his move to City in 2011. Perez has not completely ruled out moving for the player now. He has always been compared in Spain to Romario, duel-like strength, so difficult to knock off the ball, the most complete of finishers. All of Real Madrid's energy is currently concentrated on getting Neymar, with the question being when, not if. But Aguero remains a favourite of theirs. Atletico's need will be greater once they say goodbye to not just Griezmann but also Fernando Torres. Would the fans forgive if he resigned? Despite his final-hour dalliance with Real Madrid back in 2011, some Atletico supporters will never lose the respect for Aguero because of his 2007-08 season. He was La Liga's outstanding player, taking Atletico to the Champions League for the first time in 11 years. They won the Europa League with him in 2010, a year before he left. Those memories still carry some weight. And if he turns up and starts scoring early, he would be a hero once more, just as when he first arrived from Argentina. Aguero has since gone on to break records and win major trophies with Manchester City.